Okay, so good afternoon, everybody. So, have a good lunch, a good day?
Yes.
Okay, good. And did you remember I already told you you need to drop two homework. First homework is for your CV. Someone send CV to me or not? 周宇轩来了吗？Here. Hey, did you send your CV to me? So you need to drop your CV and send it to me as soon as possible, okay?
Okay.
Good. And 装潢费，right here. 黄琴之 no. And 阮武优莎 Arisa is here. The Japanese lady right here. 中古灵谷 right here, okay? And 傅永雅博 Okay, so only for your people, not completely for the CV. So if possible, drop the CV and send it to me as soon as possible, okay? And the second thing, last week I told you you need to try to check about the M0, M1, M2, M3. But until now, nobody sent it to me. So did you find or not?
Yes, but we didn't know that we had to send it to you. I mean, I think we all did it, but we
Yeah,
didn't
so I think this is very important for you. So I hope everybody need to pay your attention, try to check how about your country. So first things I just show you about Taiwan, okay? So this is Taiwan. Or if you because you visited here more time, so I just try to find the survey or information to you, okay? So the same, you need to go back to see your central bank. For example, if you come from Italy, you just try to check central bank in Italy, okay? And then you can find all the information about the M0, M1, M2, M3, okay? Just show you, because if you don't know, you need to pay your attention, try to get more information, okay? Alright. So, for example, this is the in Taiwan, okay? So, if you have time, you also try to check this information. If the computer system not good to use the IE, so you need to check from the Google account, okay? The Google account, you can find it. So for example, I just copy the website address, okay? So you just connect it. Okay, so like this one much better. Okay, so this is about the Taiwan, okay, the Taiwanese government, okay. So for example, you can see here, the welcome to the Central Bank of the Republic of China in Taiwan, okay. So you just come to here. This is the Central Bank, okay, of the Republic of China, Taiwan, okay. So I'm not sure, do you know about the Taiwan story? Because from 1949 to 1970, 1949 to 1970, the Taiwanese government in the United Nations is representing legal China government. But from 1971, the Taiwanese government go away, and the China represent the legal China government in the United Nations. Okay, so from 1971, Taiwan lost the international position. So sometimes, why you can look now, the Taiwanese government always argue why the Taiwanese people we cannot enter any United Nations organization to do the some about the human being anything, but the China always say no, okay? Because here we also try to see one China policy. One China policy. China, one is the People Republic of China, and Taiwan is Republic of China. Okay, so it's very confused for the foreigner people. Can you understand? Who is China?
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
I mean, here I just try to show you why we look Central Bank of the Republic of China and Taiwan. But the China always say Taiwan is not China. Taiwan belongs to China, but not equal to Taiwan. Okay? So in China, the name is the People Republic of China, or PRC. And Taiwan is ROC. Okay? So I just try to tell a story. Before 1970, Taiwan is represent legal China government in United Nations. Okay? But after that, 1971, the China entered and the Taiwan did. So the Taiwan lost the international position. But until now, we also believe the one China policy. Okay? So maybe for the foreign people would be confused. Why we cannot change the Central Bank of Taiwan is easy. Okay? Because Taiwan was say one independent with China. But China was say no. Taiwan belongs to China. So how do you think? Do you have any idea about this situation? No? It's fine. Just try to know something, okay? And here, you can look. So many things, okay? So many things. So first, you need to go to here, statistics and publication, okay? So, for example, you just connect the publication, okay? The publication here, we can see annual report, okay? The annual report, you can look like here. Annual report 2015, and here so many 2001, okay? So for example, you can try to find this information, okay? So I hope everybody, you just try to consider 2001, okay, 2002, 2003, okay, 2015, and this is M1, okay, and this is M2, okay, this is M3, or maybe another, okay. So you can try to check. If possible, you need to try to check this information is about Taiwan and how about your country. Okay, so in particular, if you can get the more information, then you can understand about your country. Okay, so for example, the currency, the currency divide and 1 equal to how much? Okay. If your percentage, for example, this is the maybe 30%, this is China, okay? And Taiwan, I think only 10%, this is Taiwan, okay? And what's the meaning for this situation? This is represent the Taiwan financial system or financial development become advanced, okay? This proportion, okay, if the proportion is higher, it represents its stability. If the proportion is lower, only few people use currency, use the cash, okay, it represents. For example, America maybe only 8%. This is for the USA, okay. And maybe for the European country, you just try to check, okay, this proportion. So, for example, you come to China, but it's fine. China grow up very, very fast, okay, and this proportion will be decreased from 30% decrease to the 20%, 15%, okay. When the financial situation become advanced, the proportion become less. Okay, so can you get my point?
Can you repeat that, please?
Yeah.
Can you say that again?
Yeah. Where do you come from? Italy?
From Spain.
Spain. Okay, sorry. So you can check the Spain. Okay. You just go to the central bank in Spain. Okay, and you also can try to see the statistics in your central bank. Okay, they will provide more information. I believe your central bank will provide more information. Okay, and then you can check, try to find how about M1, M2, M3, the data. Okay, so like the lady Mrs. Huang, yeah, you send the email to me. But this is not our job, not our work. We need to check all the detail.
Okay.
Yeah, because you only repeat my content.
Because you say that it was the example that you given, so I thought it was the same one.
Yeah, but I need the detail.
Yeah, this is more easier to find.
Yes, so it's easy.
The one I found was really tough.
Yeah. So you need to try to do more cooperation. For example, how many students from Malaysia? 2. Okay, so 2 or 3.
One is absent.
Okay, so you can do more cooperation to complete this job. And for example, how many ladies come from Spain? Yeah, so you group, okay.
We have like one European central bank, so there everyone who lives in the European Union has the same.
Yes, you can do that much better. So for example, you also can get more information about Germany. Okay, so the central bank in Germany and the central bank in Europe as well.
Okay.
So it's easy.
Yes, when you have like a
Yes.
Spanish
Okay.
Yeah.
para German.
So if everybody, you complete this job and then we can share to everybody, okay? So we can understand about all the information about this issue. So can you get my point? And some lady from another country, you from Italy. So can you find central bank in Italy? And central bank in Europe as well. We can discuss again about the central bank in Europe. Okay? And actually, this is all interesting. You can try to get more information. Okay? It's very useful. In Chinese philosophy, I'm not sure, can you hear this one? Because now you already learned some Chinese, okay? So can you understand? It means a study is look like us eating. Eating the bear. Can you understand what I mean? Do you know the bear? If you go to the temple, okay, you can look, the bear is very big one, okay? And then you need to use boat to hit, okay? If you use more power, then the boats become larger. If you don't use, just touch, you cannot hear anything. So, can you get my point? It means when you do your study, you need to pay your time, you need to pay your effort, you need to pay your power, and then you can get more. Okay? So, for this class, I just try to remind you, okay? You need to pay your attention and follow my idea, and then you just try to see, and then you can find this recognize about your story. So can you do? Yes.
I found the central bank website, but I cannot find the statistics with M1, M2, M3.
No, you just go to your central bank.
Yeah.
Did you find the website? And then you check statistics.
Yes,
Or try to see some survey or statistics. Yeah.
and then I have to make the.
No, this actually you need to pay your time, try to find it. So, for example, when we study the book, okay, I mean in the chapter 3, you can see in the chapter 3, okay, in the chapter 3 you can see the definition of the M1. What is M1? Okay, you can see how much of your currency you have, and how much of the trouble checks and demand deposit and the other check flow deposit and total we call M1. I believe in your central bank they already got this data. Okay, but you need to try to find, not I find for you, you need to find for us.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so if you can find it, is represent your ability to improve. Okay, actually, do you know what is research? How to make a definition of research? It means search and search. Okay? We call research. Okay? So you don't need to tell me, it's very difficult for you. I know it's difficult. But you can find it and it's represent you got a good ability. Okay, just try. Okay? So another question. The Taiwanese lady, do you know what should you do? Or the Chinese lady, the China lady, the lady from China, or Mongolia. Okay, so And then you also can try to find hot M2. M2 is represent M1 at the small combination time deposit or at some savings deposit and money marketing deposit account. Or you also can try to find some money marketing mutual fund sales. Okay, so I also provide another information for you. Okay, so like here. So last time I show you about okay, so here in e-learning, I also provide this information to you. Okay, so the textbook only provide M1 and M2, but here they also provide M0 and M1, M2, M3. So just try. Okay, if you can find more, it represent your ability to improve. Okay, so. Yeah, because they got the different items. Okay, so I'm not sure. So in e-learning, they also provide this video of the money supply. Okay, you can check. Okay, so here. Someone come from Singapore? Yeah, 4? Yes. So did you find this website? Money Sense. I think this website also very useful for everybody, okay? So in particular, they provide some live event. So we need the money for what? For life, okay? But for our real life, the Singapore, I think this is a national financial education program for Singapore. Okay, you look, Money Sense, a national financial education program. So you come from Singapore, did you hear before about this program?
I didn't have
Yeah, so did you read? No, okay. So you need to read. Maybe this is good for you. So the Singapore government, they did very well. Singapore very small, but more advanced. In the Asian country, they always got a leader position. So how can they got this achievement? So you can look. So here, for example, how to be a student, how to do the national service, how to do studying work, how to get married, or how to buy a home, or how to have a children, how to have a car, or how losing your job, or how to face the days of a breadwinner, and how to get the trouble for divorce, or retirement, or preparing for the worst. Okay? Actually, this is quite interesting. Okay, everybody, you need to grow up, and then we need to enjoy our life. But in our life, we always face a lot of difficult events, how to pass. Okay, so in particular in the Chinese society or in the Asian country, we look face so much. Face, selling face. Do you know face? Yeah, yeah. And in Taiwan, sometimes you also very confused. The Taiwanese would like to say yes or no. Sometimes they don't like, but they also say yes. Do you know why? Face. Sometimes they say no, maybe they lost in face. Okay. So although, for example, did you got some experience about your friend want to borrow money from you? I need money, I want to have lunch or dinner. Can I borrow some money from you? Would you mind that money to me? Yes or no? No, I don't think so. Okay. Sometimes 100 is okay, 1,000 or 10,000 or more. Okay. So, all right, gentlemen, have a seat. So, I just try to show you all this situation. So you just connect. They provide a lot of good situation for you. How to get the money sense, okay? When you being a student, okay, and you how to design for your this for life 4 years, how to manage, okay. In the Asian country, most funding support by parents, but in a European country maybe not. I found a lot of UK friends. They always they need to borrow money from bank for their tuition. Okay, so I'm not sure in Italy, your parents provided your tuition. Okay, and Germany as well. Germany, I think your tuition all free. Do you need to pay your tuition or not?
It's
Or,
pay only if you're going to study on a further from the university. So I'm not paying fees, which I know people who have to pay fees.
so if you choose to go to the private university, you need to pay by yourself.
Yes.
Okay, good. And how about the Spain?
In Spain is the same way, it's the same. You have to pay, well, you have to pay if you go to public university some fees, but but if you go to a private university, you have to pay the whole.
But I mean, you're a student, you have no money. So
Well, our family.
the parents or family support you?
Yes, the parents.
Okay, good. In the Asian country, I think all depend on family, parents.
Yes.
Okay? So here, you just do imagine. How to use your money? This is for your needs or your wants. Okay? Is it needs, is it mean, is it basic? Okay? So when your parent provide money to you, how to manage for your life. Okay? So when you study economics, you need to make a good choice. Okay? Because our want is unlimited. Okay? But our ability is limited. Okay? So how to make a good choice? Okay? So this is just try to say, okay, maybe if you can do that, then you will be a successful student. Okay? So just try to talk something about financial assistance for the student. Okay? So I hope you go back, try to check all the details. All right? And the second story is to be a national service. Okay? So in Singapore, most young gentlemen, they older than 18. Did you be in the army before? No. So when you want to be right?
20 years old.
Okay. So when you got a degree, you finish it, then you need to go back to be national service. Okay. So in Singapore is duty. Okay, no choice except you become disabled. Okay. So if you are able, you need to be army. Okay. If you are disabled, you don't need. Okay. So you prefer able.
Disabled have to work in the army.
Yes.
In the
Yeah.
office.
Yeah. But Taiwan the same situation. But our system will change from this year. Okay. For the young generation, they can say, oh, I don't like to do the army. Okay. Only do the 4 months, the basic training. But for Singapore, 2 years or 3 years? 2 years. Yeah. I think Singapore is right. Okay. Maybe you do army is quite boring, but you become to adult. You will become stronger. Okay, more independent. Okay, so here also try to show you how to be survivor tip. Okay, this is a very hard job. Okay, but you need to try to do that. Okay, and the third story is about starting work. Okay, starting work. So you need to control your spending and credit use. Okay, if you 1 month you just earn, for example, 30,000 NT dollar, but you are spending 30 NT dollar again. So pay your time. For example, if you stay in Taiwan, where can you find a job? In Taipei, Taichung, or south of Taiwan? If you choose, if you do the same job in the same company, okay, you always got the 30,000 NT dollar, okay? But in Taipei, living cost is quite high. Maybe you need 35,000. So if you choose the job in Taipei, you need to depend on your parents' support. 4,000 again, all right? Okay, have a seat. So, but if you choose for your job in Taichung, the living cost 30,000, okay? So it's equal. But if you go to the south of Taiwan, maybe only 20,000. Okay, so you can have the 10,000 to do the savings. Okay, so sometimes you need to control for your spending. Okay, and then you can try to get some money. So I just show you before. For example, I told you before, if you 20 to 30, your income always only from the earning. If you got 30 to 40 years old, your income, except the earnings, you need some interest rate, interest. Okay, if you become older, 40 to 50, you need some rent income. Okay, if you all 50 over, okay, then you need have some profit. Okay, so this is include, this is become to your income. Okay, so you can imagine if you already upgrade to 50 and then your income only depending on your earning, which is represent you got a very poor situation. Okay, but if you become the 50 more, and then you can have a comprehensive, okay, comprehensive, the income is much better. Okay, so sometimes we need to manage how to get the money. Okay, so this is very important for your future. Okay. And you also can try to find, okay, this is things all very important. This is the better than exam. How to find a partner, how to get married. Okay, I'm not sure. In the Taiwanese society, most female always want to depend on men, but this situation will change. Okay, now. The men also want to depend on female. So how about your society?
In Spain, we don't care that much about money.
Really? You
We
only
don't
concern
look-
with your love.
We don't look boyfriends for like I want him to be rich and pay me many things. We are more independent.
No, I don't think so.
No, Spanish girls, I can tell you because I
No,
have been
yes,
here.
in Spain, like before,
Okay.
like plenty of years before, it was the other way, like the women were the ones that would stay at home, taking care of the kids and all that kind of stuff. But then, like, since a lot of, like, really, we care more about personality
Okay.
or handsome or.
We just become to a function, is okay? Function, okay? How to find a partner? What condition do you want? The lady? One is concerned age.
About what we concern,
Yeah.
personality.
No, I mean this is a factors, okay?
So,
Factors of choosing
but yeah, personality.
the partner.
Personality.
Yes.
Personality first than age. Yeah, personality is first. Personality and after that age.
Age.
No,
Gender.
but first personality.
Okay. All right. Okay. Age.
Age.
Gender.
Age. What do you mean gender? No, gender first.
No, I mean some person they prefer choice the same.
Of Isaac.
I don't know if it's not.
Like we're talking about. I think we are not understanding.
It's legal or illegal?
No, it's legal. It's legal.
You okay?
It's legal, but if it have like if
It has.
if the I mean, if it's really friendly, I don't care if it's a woman. I mean, I need a man. So it's like the first factor, like gender for
Okay.
us.
Okay, right. And
It's adequate.
would you mind try to find a good looking?
And then the opposite, maybe. Pero no está.
Handsome or ugly or anything?
Es que we part from the fact that we care about personality. So once we care about personality, then if we love someone, maybe he's not the most handsome man in the world, but that's all. We don't care if he's like poor. I think in my own way, I think I care if he has a future mentality, like ambition.
All right, and so many are and very important for the rich or not.
No, we don't care about that.
Really? But I mean, money is very important.
Yeah, but it's not the most important. You can be happy without money. Wait, you can be happy with the boyfriend who doesn't
Yeah,
have
I
money.
know. This is thinking is dependent on you now is 20 age. When you upgrade to 30 age, your idea change. Or you become to 40, your idea change.
But we are talking about.
But if
when
you
love
if you
someone,
care,
right?
if you care that much about money, then go and get it. Like you can work for your money, but it not has to be your couple, the rich, a famous. I would never be with Cristiano Ronaldo because he's rich.
Yeah.
And he's stupid. I mean, I don't care that much about the money.
Ya, no, pero porque ya, pero y el gender ahí en medio, ya, eso es más. Si tienes.
Or another one, would you like try to see someone have the higher responsibility? Okay. How do you know?
If he's, by the time you know if he's responsible for
How to
something.
check? How do you
How do
examine?
you check? For example, it's really easy, like he goes to work, so he's responsible to go on time to work.
Yeah.
Or he, I don't know, yeah, it's important.
How to check someone have higher responsibility? It is very easy to check.
It's on time, yeah.
On time. So the time is very important, okay? So when you come to class, you don't too late. It's very important,
No,
okay?
I just got out of a different class.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. But it's fine. Yeah, if you have a good reason, it's fine. Okay? But sometimes you need to know about the time is very important. Okay? Thank you. Yeah? So just try. Okay, so many factors. Which one is important? Which one is important? Everybody, you can have different choice. You can provide a different condition, okay?
Yeah, but you asked
And
before
which
in our country,
Yeah.
and I think
Yes,
we all agree that the most important is personality.
Okay, so you mean the personality is more important.
Yes.
And how about Germany? Which one?
It's the same. Yes, if you want to have money, you can earn money. And I mean, that's the reason why we are studying here, because we want to earn money and we want
No, I
to...
mean, for example, you have the two choices. One boy, two boys, they also have the good personality. And the other one, more rich.
And now, if the personality of a person is not as good,
No, I
as the
mean,
personality is
yeah.
not other personality, choose one with a higher, better personality.
Yes?
Yes.
Yeah. So sometimes you can compare more factors. Okay? For example, you can provide a different scores. Okay? Each factor 10, 1 to 10, okay? You can calculate again. Okay? Can you understand? The personality is important, but it's only one item. Okay? And the second item, okay, is all important.
No, age is not personally important.
It's the kind of person, they work with the people.
Okay, good. So I think everybody you will pass, okay? Yeah, but I mean you need to try the caring. How to get married. Okay? Or the other one, you need to try to do some planning. Or you are wedding. So can you imagine in your society when you marry, who pay the money for you? I mean, boy, the family, half.
Well, not half, like, I think the boy pay for his,
For guests.
for his guest and the woman for her guest. So,
I think it should be half always. Like,
half.
you cannot allow your boyfriend to pay you for everything every time because that's what are you? You know what I mean? It's like,
I'm not sure.
I mean,
For example,
I can tell my
my friend from Poland, okay, he told me all the fees paid by the woman.
Because East Europe,
Yeah.
he's probably Catholic.
Catholic.
Yes. So it's something different from the most more Western countries in Europe.
But in Taiwanese society, all the fees paid by husband, paid by men, not women. Woman is free. Yeah. So that is the situation. So, in your society, you pay? Okay, good. All right. So we have a break, 10 minutes, okay, and we continue to talk about topic, all right? Okay, so we continue trying to see another life events, okay? So you can try to imagine how to use your money for your marriage, okay? Because when you want to marry, you need to spend a lot of money. So where can you get the money? So you want to be independent with your parents, or you need to depend on your parents as well. So sometimes you need to try to imagine how to design or plan for your wedding. Okay. And the other one, all important. How to make your decision to buy a home or buy a house. I'm not sure, actually, in Taiwan, in Taiwan, 80% the people want to have their own house. Okay, so how to design, but actually the house is quite expensive. Okay, in particular in the city center, very expensive. Maybe you pay your whole life. It's difficult to buy a house, but we need to live. So how to design to buy a house or to rent a house? Okay, so Singapore is expensive. So in Singapore, all three generations live together? No? Just nuclear family. Do you know about a nuclear family? Yeah, just the young parents and the children, and elderly, they all independent live by themselves. Okay? So have some public house or AD house for the elderly. Okay? So I mean, like this situation. So everybody, you need to try to consider, can you buy a house, and how many years can you buy it? Okay? So here, they also try to provide some information how to make your decision to buy a house. Okay, so the housing loan and down payment or source of the funding. Okay, so you need to know more information for this real situation. Okay, so because everybody you need to grow up. Okay, you cannot say, oh, I'm so young and then I don't like to pay my responsibility for my life. This is unfair for your parents. Okay, everybody you need to learn how more independent with your parents. Okay, so which lifestyle you want to have, you need to decide early. Okay, so how to buy a house and do you want to have a baby, have children? Okay, so in China I have the one-child policy, but now already changed this policy. The Chinese government now all encourage the people to have the second children as well. So in Taiwan, we also got a big problem. In Taiwan, actually the government, they do not provide any regulation. But for the young generation, they only want to have the one baby. Okay, so I mean, all the aging situation become very, very poor in the Taiwanese society. I think in Japan the same. Japan independence earlier than Taiwan 20 years. So now the Japanese got a big trouble for the aging situation and the Taiwan problem. Okay, so for the Asian country, actually we got a big trouble. So we also concerned how about the social welfare or social security. For example, from the European, maybe it's different with the Asian country. Okay, so because in the Asian country we believe depending on family, but the family function maybe it's not enough to support when we have the children. So we need the government to provide some support to solve this problem. Okay, so this is the situation you need to try to conserve. Because for the children, it's more important for the education. Okay, so you need to pay for your children's education. And the children actually, I think this system also have some different. Like did you remember when you study in the primary school, which course is more important for you? English? In Singapore? Okay. So most people have a good ability in English. In Singapore, is that right? Right. Okay, good. Okay. So do you need to learn some mathematical early?
Yes. English, right, science.
Okay. But do you know about in the UK, in the United Kingdom, which course is more important for them? Do you know? Yeah, no? In the UK, no. In primary school, in the UK, is more important course is for cooking. Cooking. Okay? So now, can you cook? Can you cook? Everybody, you become hungry. Can you find a meal by yourself? Can you find? For example, we just go to outside to do some survival activity. Okay? You only find a bird, chicken. But you are so hungry, you already 3 days, you deny anything. You know how to do. Can you kill the bird or kill the kitchen? No? No, you're hungry, you have nothing to do, you have no food.
But if you're interested.
No fruit? You only find a bird.
Cute. Just cute.
Yeah?
Just cute.
Okay, good. Good point.
No need to think anymore. Just cute.
Oh, really? Because you already hungry 3 days or one week, nothing to eat. Okay? You know, when I was young, my mother always provided one job for me to kill the chicken. Do you know you go to the McDonald's or you go to the Kentucky? You eat the fried chicken. Actually, it's not so good for your hair. Do you know why? Because the chicken always killed by powder. Okay, rest you. Okay. And do you know the chicken is not so clean because the blood stays at their body. So if this chicken got the ear and then you eat the chicken again, they transfer to you. So can you get this point? So in the traditional Taiwanese kill the chicken, they always throw away the blood, like Islam. I remember when I was studying in the UK, I had a lot of friends from the maybe like Iran or Pakistan or Jordan, okay? And then they eat the chicken. They always throw away the blood, okay? So I think this is more health, okay? You go to the McDonald's or you go to the Kentucky to eat the fried chicken. Actually, it's not so good because the chicken was killed by powder, okay? So all the dirty blood are stepped into their body, okay? So you are easy to get ill, okay? So I remember when I was young, I got a good job. I need to kill the chicken, okay? And then I need to pray to chicken. Did you hear before? How to pray? I want to kill, I'm so hungry, I want to kill the chicken. So how to do the pray? My mother told me when I kill the chicken, I need to try to do prayer for chicken. Okay, I just told chicken, say, you to be a chicken is for the short time. Okay, and now I have you. You can go to heaven, or you can go to the next generation, become human. Okay, you don't be the chicken again. Okay, so I sincerely regret to them. Okay, and then keep. All right. So this is my story. Did you kill a chicken before? Not any experience. But how to be survivor? How to be survivor?
When I went to Uganda as a volunteer, we didn't have food, but there were like chicken and animals there, so we just one and
Good. So the gentleman, did you got some experience for the kill chicken?
No, but when I was about 5, I would sit next to my father with an axe and chop up the chicken's heads.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I never did it myself.
But sometimes we also need some special technology. Okay. Some different skills. Okay. And then you are more friendly, more kind to do this job. Okay. Or maybe if we have opportunity, I can show you. Okay. So not now. Okay. So this is for the real life. Okay. So you don't need study long time. It's quite boring for study. Okay. But you need to do more real activity for your life. Okay. So when you on your vacation, your holiday, you don't need study again. You just go to the market to do the business. Okay? Someone, do you have any experience for business? Did you sell or buy something to do any business? Do you have any experience? Did you do something? Like the night marketing, okay? Can you share the shoes, the clothes? Do you know how to do the negotiation with someone? You will try. Okay? This is very interesting for the real life. Okay? So I hope just go to outside. Okay? You don't miss that here. Waste time. Okay? And then you go to outside, you need to try to know where is consumers. Okay? And then what is the consumer preference? What commodity they want to buy? And then you just imagine. Try to do some appeals or production this situation. So I don't know. Actually, I think most Taiwanese are smart. Okay, so I remember when I was young, my father also reminded me, we don't need study more. Okay, but we need to know how to do change. How to do the change. Okay? If you found any difficult situation, and then you need to make your thinking. So I'm not sure. First time I told you, for the Eastern country and the Western country, we got a different thinking. Did you remember? Because for the Asian country, for the Eastern country, our thinking is always converging. Okay? But for the Western country, your thinking is belong to divergent. Do you know the convergent and divergent, what's different? Do you know the convergent and divergent? What do you mean? I mean, the convergent is like this one, and the divergent is, how to say? So, you can look. In the Asian country, our thinking, we want to try to find the best the best or optimal result. Or you want to try to find a great man. Okay? So in China, in Chinese society, we hope we have the king. And the king, they got the great power. He can control everything. Okay? And the other people will become to normal people. Okay? So this is for the group. Okay? And this, for the Western country, your thinking is belong to individual. Individual. Okay? So, for example, when you write down your address, in English, how to write down your address? From the one number first. Okay? And finally UK. Okay? But you write down Chinese. It's the big one first. Okay? China, Taiwan, and after finally the root number. Okay? So the Chinese thinking and Taiwanese thinking will from big one to small one. But you write down in English, okay, it's from small one to big one. So when you read the letter, or you read the English or Chinese, what's different? When you do the business person they write down business later, you need to be careful. In English, always the first sentence is more important. You write down the later, okay? First sentence. This paper, anything, your purpose or anything. So the first sentence is more important. But you read the Chinese later. Which one is more important? The last one. The initial is just talk something not important. Okay, say hello, more polite, anything. But the key word at the last one sentence. Okay, so sometimes you need to try to know something with a different culture. Okay, so the different thinking, different idea. Alright? Alright, so we just try to see maybe you want to have a children, but the children you need to spend a lot of money, maybe you need to conserve. So like the Western country is much better, but for example in the Western country, you always got a child benefit. Do you have child benefit before? When you was young, like in the UK, okay, when the children was born until 18 years old, the government always provide a good child benefit.
It's not the same in Spain.
All right. So in the UK, they also got some trouble because the lady they don't like go to outside to have a job. They only have a baby. They got 5 children or 10 children, and then the government provide a lot of benefit for them, and then they have a good life. So I'm not sure in your society, do you have any child benefit? No? In American, do you all have the child benefit?
Not that I know.
You not receive before? Did you remember when you was young? No?
I think we have some aid for parents that have children till the age of 18, but they are not allowed.
No.
And also if you have to invest, for example, if you have more than 3 children, they will be
Okay. Maybe the money is not enough to have a child. Okay? But actually more support from government. Okay? So Germany also have?
Yes, like the more kids you have, the more money you get. But you can choose if you want to just get money or if you want to pay less taxes.
Okay, thank you. All right. So one day you need to consider if you become the parent, how many children do you want to have? Okay, so I think all important for all your life. Okay. Okay. All right, calm down, okay? Anything? Happy? Can we share your happiness?
Maybe more than 6K.
6K?
6,000.
For in the Singapore?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're very excited.
Okay. And the story is buy a car, okay? You want to have a car or not? Okay? So the car, maybe you want to buy a new one or the second hand, you need to consider. In particular, when you're doing your job first year, if you want to have a new car, maybe you need to spend a lot of money. But if you use the second-hand car, maybe it's more cheaper. Okay, so sometimes you need to consider only one decision by you. This car is for consumption or for production. Okay, and then you can make your decision. Can you get my point? If this car only for consumption, you need to save your money. Okay, you can spend minimum money, and then you can have a car for consumption. If this car is for production, okay, the car can earn money for you. For example, you want to do the taxi driver, okay, so you buy a new car. It's good for you because the car is an instrument for production, okay. But if this car is only for consumption, for your luxury enjoy, maybe you need to try to see how to save your money. Okay, so this is about your car. And the next is a horrible situation. Lost job, become unemployment. I'm not sure in your society do you have unemployment benefit or not. Okay, maybe you have, but just leave it. It's not enough to solve the problem for your unemployment. So you need to do the savings earlier. So for example, in Taiwanese society, most people always worry about future. So in the Asian country, Taiwan, China, South Korea, Japan, we always got a higher savings rate. I'm not sure, maybe Singapore is the same. No? Savings rate? I mean, if you earn $100, they just spend $50. And to do the savings, $50. Okay? Because when you got a problem, nobody can help you. Okay? So only you. So I remember when I was studying in the UK, I made a questionnaire because I found in the UK, in the Newcastle, I found a lot of beggars, homeless. Do you have a homeless? They just said the weather is quite cold, very poor. They just take and the girls just stay there, waiting some help. They need the money. Okay, but I just try to consider that in the UK, their social security, their social welfare is very, very good. Why the people become beggar or become homeless? Okay, I am very confused actually. In Taiwan, we also have the beggar, but the Taiwan beggar always belong to disabled or elderly. Okay, but the beggar in the UK is very young, all able, and very handsome. And why they become beggar?
Because they sometimes get because of the drug, because of drinking, or because of drugs, or because they probably have like not mental problems, but they usually, like the young people that is poor and are like on the streets begging, they are usually there because of drink or drugs.
Right. So I just try to imagine who can help them to solve this problem. Okay? And the questionnaire is, okay, first, depending on by themselves. Second, depending on by government. The third, depending on charity or society. And finally, depending on their family. But this problem is the same in Taiwan. Okay? Their order will be changed. First, depending on by themselves. Second, depending on by family. The third one, depending on by society. And finally, depending on by government. Okay? So, the Western country, they got the problem is, the government did a lot of things for people. Okay? And after that, the family function lost. family function laws. Okay, but in the Asian country, we got a strong family function, and then the government function always lower. So the government cannot provide more the support for people. And the key point is, because in the Western country, most people, they need to pay higher tax. So the tax burden is higher. But in the Asian country, the tax burden is low. For example, in Denmark, my friend told me their tax burden 60%. If they earn $100, they must pay $60 to government. The same situation in Taiwan, we only pay 25%. 25%. Okay? So the government only have the lower revenue, so they cannot provide more service for people. But my friend from Denmark, they also say they are also very happy. Although they pay 60% for the tax burden, but they don't need to worry. They buy bus free, see doctor free, everything all free. Okay, so they can enjoy a lot of social welfare and social security. Okay, so I mean, different country we got a different story. Okay, so I'm not sure in your country, do you have a beggar, and who can solve this problem for them? Singapore, did you find some beggar?
Begging is illegal in Singapore.
Illegal. But they not did anything, they only poor.
Is that like some of them have to like sell things?
Yes.
Pay for $1.
So the government will provide some punishment to them.
The government will like assist them financially.
Yeah.
Try their best to assist them.
I also went to the Singapore before, and then I also visited in the India area. India, it's quite poor. No?
When the 90s.
No, I actually, the Singapore is quite small, I don't know. No. So, after some areas advanced, higher building, good areas, okay? And go to airport, also is very convenient. But another India, is India? It's not so good, or no?
Okay.
It's okay.
When do you went?
I forgot. Maybe I can show the photo to you, okay? Alright, and how about this one? At the base. Okay. Do you have any relatives die or anything? Did you see the dire person there, man? Yeah. I mean the coffin or anything? Or you come to the Taiwan, did you see anything special? Sometimes very noisy. Okay. It looks like the opera. Okay. And the Taiwanese are very crazy. We hire a person who cry. Because the family, they don't like to cry. They don't know how to cry. So they need to pay money to some professional who cry. So, did you see? In Taiwan? You come to Taiwan, you need to try to know more Taiwanese society. You don't step here for study, okay? You need to go around to see anything special. Some person died, and then very noisy. It looks like opera. Okay? So, what about the Malaysia? You said? I mean, some person died, they provided some special ceremony. 因此，瀑布你们看 they hire someone to be the children. 5 children get together to flats, and then you must pay money. No? Okay, it's fine. So this is all dependent on rich or not. If you are rich, you can spend a lot of money. If you are not rich, maybe just very simple. Okay? And the next, divorce. How do you see the divorce rate in your society? Okay? Like, okay, you just connect, you just try to see. If someone divorce, and then they need to pay the bills, like the American superstar, how to call it again? In American, the superstar, actually, and who? And say again? Brad Pitt. And then? Yeah, they divorced. Okay? And the gentleman just cry every day. Yeah? Because his wife didn't like him again. Okay? And then he cannot see his children. 6 children all belong to his wife. And he every day just cry. Yeah? So, okay, so remember, in Asian country, we only prefer one marriage. We only prefer one marriage. Don't divorce. Don't separate. Okay? So, very important, like in the Philippines, divorce is illegal. Okay? So, you need to make a clean decision. Okay? So when you marry, you don't do divorce. Okay? So you also can see, you can see how to solve out your individual finance. Okay? So I'm not sure in your society when you marry, shall you change your surname or not? Special for the female. Female, when you marry, shall you change your surname or not? So, but this surname maybe have some relationship with the individual finance. Okay? So, for example, you can prove before marriage and after marriage, which one belongs to you? For example, this house, before marriage, this house belongs to the wife, and then they marry. What is the phrase? Or how to judge for their contribution and benefits. Okay? So, and after that, who need to pay the bill? Okay? For example, the husband, he didn't like to divorce, but his wife wants to divorce. Maybe his wife, they need to pay bill to her husband. Okay? If this situation change, maybe this is the result different. Okay? So, when the housing, or maybe another, you need to consider. Or another health or life insurance, the other package. So many things you need to do. Okay, so maybe this is not the choice. Okay, and retirement. Okay, everybody will be retirement. Okay, nobody can change. After you maybe 65 or 60 or 55, a lot of people will retire. But after you retire, can you manage for your later life earlier? Okay? So I'm not sure if you know about the pension system in your country. Okay, so if the pension system is not so good, maybe you need to do the savings earlier. If you have the good pension system, maybe you don't need to work. Okay, so you need to consider how should you start savings for your retirement or for your later life. Okay, so you can imagine how much do you need for your whole life? How much? Can you imagine? You earn money, it's not the only goal now. So for example, okay, so look here, you can look, this is time, okay, and this is the consumption and the earning and your income. So you can check like this one. This is belong to your consumption. This is consumption, okay? And this is your income or your earning. Okay? This is Y and this is C. So you can check like here. Like here. Maybe this is 25 years old, this is 65 years old. Even before, before 25 years old, your consumption is quite higher. You got a higher consumption, okay? But you only have a low earning. So this is we call this is negative, negative savings, okay? And after 65, and the same negative savings. Okay, so only here you have the positive, the savings. Okay, so you need to consider. For example, now in the Asian country, the parent provided you for everything. So you need to try to do some refund or caring for your parents as well. Okay? So you can look. Because before 25 years old, you always borrow money from your parents. Okay? So when you have a job, you need to return to your parents. Okay? In particular, after 65, okay? So this is for the long life, for your whole life. You need to imagine. So I just try to show you how much do you need, how much money do you need, and how to manage for your whole life. Okay. So everybody, you need to try to improve your individual responsibility. I think this is very important. Okay. So here, just try to know, you need try to define your retirement goal, and then assess your current situation. Okay, when you money use over and then suicide. Okay, it's possible. Do you know now? The one guy, he got a long life lease in Indonesia. Actually, he already got 145 years old. Did you hear this guy? He already got 145 years old in Indonesia. And now he hopes. He only hopes to die. He don't like to live again. You know why? Because his children will die, his grandchildren will die. Why is that at the earth? You know? So sometimes we don't know actually follow the story, okay? And And the final story. Final story is talk something about preparing for the worst. Okay? Because now you are so young, you are so brave. You drive the motorcycle, go fast. Okay? But you need to calculate. One day you got a poor situation, then you lost carries. Okay? So sometimes we need to try to conserve. Or in the Chinese philosophy, I also remind you, it's easy to live. You got a poor situation. And easy to die, you got a good situation. Can you get this point? The power? So the Singapore, did you hear this one before? No? No, I mean, easily to die, you got a good situation. And easily to live, you got a poor situation. Can you read the Chinese? Yes. Do you understand? It means easily to give if you got a poor situation, but easily to die if you got a good situation. Okay? So for example, tonight you have to do party, okay? Everybody become crazy, okay? And then become got a poor situation. So I would like to tell you, you need to try to get the more philosophy in your mind. We need to know how to calm down. Okay? So maybe I would like to show you something about a great learning. Do you know about a great learning? If you just in the Googling, okay, you just write down what's the great learning, okay, and then you can get the Chinese philosophy. When you study a lot of things, okay, you need to step by step, okay. Very important is for how to calm down, okay. You learn the Chinese Kung Fu, okay, you learn a lot of things, but actually it's in your mind. In your mind, okay. So, for example, they provide 5 steps. I just show you. Well, you want to break 10 minutes and come back, or just can continue?
We can continue and finish before.
Yes.
Yeah.
30 minutes is okay?
Yes.
Okay, so we just continue, all right? So, and I also remind you again, in particular, some people come here later, you need to draw your homework. This is the second homework. Gentlemen, you know? Yeah, this one is the second homework, okay? Just try. I know maybe it's difficult, but I mean you need to try to do some cooperation. How many persons from America or from Japan? Only you? Do you have any partner? No?
No.
No, so you need to independent, okay? You just try. So you are American, you don't try to find American data or Japanese data.
I don't know anything about it.
So you only know, right? Okay, so you just go to the central bank. Yes. So you can see M1 and 2 and 3. Okay, just try it. And I told you before, okay? You are Singapore people, you just group. Try to find okay, good. I mean, if you try to know some Chinese philosophy, okay? So I just show you. This is 5 things, okay? When you go to any area, you need to know how to stop, okay? This is the first thing. The second thing, you need to know how to keep stability, okay? And the third one, you need to know how to keep quiet, okay? Don't know it, okay? If it's pretend you are not calm down, okay? I just try to show you. Keep quiet. It's more important, okay? And the fourth is how to keep safety. You step here, no square, no typhoon, no anything. Very safety. Step here or you will stop. Okay? And the fifth is me, how to make a good consideration. You need to think how to do it's much better, or how to do you can get the more better result. Okay? And finally you can get a good result. Okay? So it means step by step. So in Chinese word, actually it's all combined a lot of psychology. Okay? Philosophy and psychology work together in all the social science. So when you study different course, you need to try to know this situation. Okay? So I just show you. Actually, this is very important. In particular, everybody you will become more independent or individual. Okay? So who can be the teacher for you? Only by yourself. Okay? So after the school, you go to the outside, you already graduated, okay? Nobody can teach you, only by yourself. So you need to try to learn how to conduct, okay? Today, you got a good situation, it's okay. You got a poor situation, it's okay. You always calm down, okay? So I just show you, actually this is very important for what we learn. So, can you get this point? Wow, that's good. So, it's very important. Do you know about will? Your parent or your grandparent, they provide a will or not? Do you know? Or they talk to you before or anything? Actually, my landlady is quite interesting. When I was studying in the UK, I lived with the older landlady. She already got 85, and she was very strong. She can send email to me. But sometimes she always show her will with me. Okay, she got 4 children, and the 4 children all is very successful. First son is a doctor, so he earned a lot of money in the UK, living in London. Okay, and the second son, he is to do the finance, and actually he is poorest. He do a lot of investment, but always lost money. Okay, and then he become poor. And the third one is art, also provide other program for television program. So he also earn a lot of money. And the fourth is a teacher in school and also got a good situation. So the second son always borrow money from his mother, and his mother just every year change the will. Because the second son, which day borrow 2,000, 20,000 pound from her. Okay. One day if she die, okay, then they must deduct for the second son. Okay. Say, oh, this guy he already borrowed 20,000 pound from her. Okay. So it's very interesting. They always every year change the will. So I'm not sure in your society someone do this job or not. So can you get my point? So you from Indonesia, did you hear someone make the will or not? Oh, sorry, from Malaysia. Okay. Not Indonesia. So someone from Indonesia? Three or from Malaysia. All right. So did you hear before in America someone do their will or not?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, this is very important in the Western country. Okay, so maybe in Germany or Italy or Spain as well.
Depends on how much money you have. If you don't have nothing, maybe you will be very good.
Okay, good point. Okay, yeah, maybe if someone rich, a lot of money, they just worry when they die, maybe they will got a trouble for his family members. Okay, so they need to design the will for their members. Okay, so. And maybe another way, you also try to know. This is very interesting for the okay, so I think this website is quite useful for everybody. Okay. So I hope you go back. This is our the third homework. Okay? The third homework. Okay? So please go back and try to consider how about your country. Okay? Maybe you can make just one or two issue or event. Try to concern. If in your country, this situation, what should you do? Okay? So I hope everybody, you need to create your idea. How to become smart? You only read, you only study book, you cannot become smart. Okay? You need to create. Okay? How to create? Someone say this is simple, okay? And then I can imagine. How about my sample, my story? Okay? So when you look at someone, you need to imagine. How about you? Okay? So can you imagine or say some story like this situation? Okay? So I hope. Remember, I told you, okay, a study is look like kicking the bed. If you pay your attention, pay you more power, and then you can get the better result. If you don't like to pay anything, you just stay here waiting the time, waiting to eat. Nothing. Okay? So everybody, when you enjoy your meal, you enjoy your lunch, you enjoy your dinner, you don't need to brag, but you need to consider what contribution you did, and then you enjoy this meal. Okay? So I hope you come to Taiwan, it's not easy. Don't waste your time. Okay? You come here, it's not only for friends. Okay? You need to learn. You need to get more knowledge. And then when you go back, you can show to your parents. Okay? I hope you can always call telephone to your parents. Okay? I remind you, actually your relationship with your parents become margin. What is margin? Margin is mean nearly say goodbye. Okay? So you need to sincere. If you have time, or send email, or call telephone, or use line, just talk some story, or share some story with your parents. This is good. Okay? So, any question? Yes?
Are we going to write about every topic?
No, we just choose one or two.
One or two, okay.
Yeah, I'm not sure. For example, here provide the trap story. They provide a trap story, okay? You can choose one or two.
Okay.
How about your country? Yeah. So, for example, if the Singapore people they hate to be national service, but who can protect your country? If nobody wants to be army, this country will controlled by another country or controlled by another people. Nobody can help you. So you need to become stronger. You need to protect by yourself. Okay? So I mean, to be the national service is very important for your country or for your family. Okay? So like this a story, and then you just try to say about the money sense, in particular for the finance. Okay? So for example, you can choose the easy one, the student, how to manage your life. Okay? So for example, how to come to here? How much money for your funding? Okay? Maybe you come from Europe, your funding is very strong. You come to Taiwan, everything is cheaper. Okay? So you will enjoy so much. Okay? But how about your next step? You cannot just stay in Taiwan. Okay, for example, the gentleman, where is your next step? Where do you go?
I'm probably going to go back to the States.
Right. So you already know your next step. Okay?
Or Indonesia.
Yeah, no, I mean, I just try, okay? And then how to find your money? If nobody can support you, can you support by yourself? For example, if your parents die, you cannot have any financial support. Can you survive? And how to survive? Okay. So I just remind you, everybody we got a different story. We need to enjoy our story. And everybody becomes stronger. Okay? You don't need to worry about difficult situation. The difficult situation is good for your life. Okay? So can you get my point? Okay, and final job, I just hope again. So our recorder stop here, and thank you, okay?